Welcome back. I'm here with Mayor Dan Mathieson. We're going to talk about 2021 in review. Again, thanks very much for joining me.
Thanks for having me on, Peter.
Well, we've had exciting news, of course, and we see the trains coming and these beautiful green trains of GO Transit. What's the connection with GO Transit, Metrolinx, and maybe some other linking opportunities?
Well, we are pretty excited. After over 10 years of lobbying the provincial government to have GO Transit extend to Stratford, the mayors on the North Main Line, along with the Western Ontario Caucus of the Mayors, had convinced Metrolinx to try a pilot project. It began on October 18th. I happened to ride the first train. Metrolinx is, of course, the provincial organization that operates GO and GO Bus and links other transit operators together. So what they've done in this case is they've given us the bus. We are linking it now with Perth County Connect, which is our bus service that runs between London, through Stratford and St. Mary's, on to Kitchener-Waterloo and across Perth County. Perth County Connect is simulating almost what a GO Bus would do. They've funded it. We've matched the money the province put in. That's how we're operating. And we've now got them linking up so that if you get to Stratford, you can get on to other communities and then eventually onto the GO train at the GO station in Kitchener if you need to. It's been a great investment, but it shows the province is focused on transit. You would have seen last year probably 30 to 40 bus shelters put in place throughout the community, using solar roofs for lighting in the evening, giving people a place to stand out of the elements, not heated, but out of the elements. It ties into the opening of our new bus terminal, which was partially funded by the province, that kicked off in 2019, and that's a great addition for the community. And then also this year, we'll have 2 new clean diesel buses. We're continuing to renew our fleet with an eye towards going electric when the price comes down. Right now, it's about 100% premium over and above the diesel bus to buy an electric bus, and we want to make sure that a lot of the bugs are out of the system before we make those types of large capital investments because of the size of our system.
Well, it's phenomenal that it's a dream that has been realized because a lot of people couldn't get to other communities, and now this whole thing is coming together, so it's great work for the city, so thank you.
Yeah, what we need to do now is make sure people ride it so that we can get the province to extend it, and then we're hoping that they'll look at adding more trains.
Perfect. So we hear about InvestStratford. What do they do, and did they have any success stories in the last year?
Sure. So InvestStratford would be the equivalent of the City of Stratford's Economic Development Department. So their job is to not only sell the land for the City of Stratford to industries that are coming in, but also to help existing industries that are here expand and deal with workforce issues. So first of all, I'd say InvestStratford had a really good year in 2021. The reason I say that is we are sold out of industrial land currently in the City of Stratford, and they are working feverishly with Development Services and Council to identify new land to bring on for employment opportunities. They have been working with a number of businesses to expand their footprint within the City of Stratford. So whether it's straightforward sales, building a second building on their property on Lorne Avenue, whether it's Ishin out on Wright Boulevard talking about expanding, whether it's Futaba or other ones that are bringing in new lines, they are working with those types of manufacturers all the time. They're helping them with labor force identification, which is a real challenge. They're helping them get funding for training, which we need to do. Our unemployment rate is the lowest in the province at 2.8% in December of 2021. So we're looking to them to provide the leadership around economic development issues in the city. One area they are also working on using provincial funding through a RED grant is our hope, will be an attainable housing project, making sure that some of the housing we're building in the city is affordable for the workers that are going to be here and need it for our industries, because we have 1,500 unfilled jobs presently in the City of Stratford.
Right, so it's an exciting problem, but it's a significant problem. So in terms of housing, how do we go there? Because there's very few homes for sale, let alone for rent.
So what's happened is you've seen the city open up a lot of land for development purposes. The Quinlan McCarthy Road pumping station came online in 2021. That opens up all that land. Sifton, on the old Quinlan Road Mornington Street project, where Mornington Street was closed through October into December, is opened back up, and it was to put water main and servicing in to open that land up. You've seen behind the Sobeys store, that piece of property is being opened for residential, and Bromberg is opening up the west side of Olone. So the city has opened up a lot of land, along with cachet developments out east of Canadian Tire that are putting some homes in there. So the more inventory that's available, the more that it can stimulate the market and hopefully drive the price down. If you have tight supply, as you know, and a lot of people looking, it drives the prices up. And so it comes down to us getting more land available and try to find ways to work with development.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and it's great to see the city expanding because it gives more tax revenue as well to continue with capital projects. So that's
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Yep. We're going to close on that, and we'll come back and we'll talk about 2022.